Amazing.
Hello friends and welcome back to ARK. Welcome back. Welcome back. It's been a little while, right? Hasn't it? I haven't been able to play very much lately. Been busy. This week I had family visiting, so I didn't really get to play very much at all. So I just now hopped on and started feeding my dinos. Got them started getting fed, and then I noticed some things, so I thought I would go ahead and show you guys. Okay, first off, look! Look! Our dinos now have fluff. They've added fluff to our dinos. So the dire wolves have a bunch of like fluffy wool, right? Or not wool, fluffy fur. And so now they've actually added that to some of these other dinos. Now they have it too. Oh, do you need to level up? Not quite, you're almost there. So look, even our kitty, Con, has fluff. Our little deers have fluff. Elks, whatever they're called. I'm so bad at remembering. But yes, lots of these guys now have fluff. Oh, let's go look at Serenity. Look at Serenity. It's kind of derpy. I mean, it's cool. It's cool, but at the same time, like, it looks a little weird to me. Maybe I'm just not used to it. I mean, it looks pretty much the same when you're flying and stuff. They just look fluffier. I mean, it's kind of nice. I like the fluffy. I bet it looks better if you have better graphics settings. I think maybe that's it. Maybe it's just my graphics aren't good enough for it to look really nice. But now these guys are all fluffy, so that's kind of exciting. We got fluffy dinos, don't we? Here, let's take a picture of you. Yeah, so cute, Serenity. Alright, I also looked, and you guys gave me some name suggestions for the Quetzalcoatlus. You guys were trying to tell me how to pronounce it too. I don't know if that's right, but I think it is. The Quetzalcoatlus. Oh, it looks like they even got some fluff. Even you got some fluff. What do you know? Alright, so this is the female. So I got some really adorable names that I really liked. So first one is from Rex12, and that is Pretzel. Is that how you spell it? Pretzel? Yeah. Pretzel the Quetzal. Though actually, this name might fit the other one better. Yeah, let's switch them. I'm gonna change them. And the other one was Queso. And that's from Sterling. So we have Queso and Pretzel, the Quetzals. I thought those names were pretty awesome. So thank you, Rex and Sterling. Thanks to everyone who gave name suggestions. Though this would look like a queso, wouldn't it? Whoa! You got yourself a little mohawk, don't you? Holy crap, the males get a mohawk. Okay, I have something to say. Why is it, nature, why is it that the males always get to be the cool looking ones? Like the females, they're always like really plain looking, you know? So I actually know the answer to this, but like, it's not fair. That's what I'm trying to say. It's not fair. I kind of wish that the girls could be the ones to have the mohawk or to have the cool looking things or the bright colors and stuff like that. But it's pretty much always the males, unless you're like an anglerfish or something. So it's kind of funny, but anywho, not very fair. Oh my gosh, and look at our mammoth. Trumbull. Ooh, poop. Trumbull. You got some fluff there, Trumbull. Oh my goodness, that's pretty fantastic. Oh my gosh, look at Barnabas. Barnabas. You look so good, Barnabas. Oh my gosh, look at it though. It's like, it's really weird to me. So I have some experience with 3D modeling, and I know that fur is just a hard thing to deal with. It's back, when was that? Maybe 3 or 4 years ago, when I was taking classes on 3D modeling and we were using a program called ZBrush. One of the challenges was always hair. It was just not something you could really do easily. You kind of just had to do your best with the texture rather than actually having hair sticking out or something like that. You had to do it with just like the skin on it, if that makes sense. I don't know how to explain that, the painting of it. to make it look like fur. But then that year, they added, I know to ZBrush, they added their first time of adding like hair particles where you could just add hair and it would work. It was a whole new world for 3D modeling world. So they've come a long way since then, I think, but this kind of looks like, I mean, it's improved from back a couple years ago when I first saw this technique, but it still kind of has a weird look to it. You know what I mean? Know what I mean, Jelly Bean? Anyway, that's enough talking about fur. Let's go ahead and back you up, get you out of the way. Today, I wanted to work on... Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm stuck. Okay, there we go. I need to work on gathering some resources to continue my build over there, over yonder. So... I haven't really taken these guys out to collect wood in quite some time, so I thought we would go ahead and do that. I don't even think I've ever done that here in this lagoon, so I thought I would go ahead and do that. I've also had Pebbles roaming over there. She's been doing the work, collecting lots of stone. She has crazy high melee, so she gathers a whole lot. Ooh, look at that. Insta-wood. Insta-wood. Yeah, so she collects tons of stone even while I'm AFK, so it's really convenient. Because I don't even have to worry about the stone part too much, because she's doing the work. Did I say AFK? I meant offline. Anywho. Alright, come on, get that one. There we go. So anyway, as you can see, I kind of started on the walls over there, but I want to... It's going to be a pretty big facility, so I wanted to make sure that I gathered enough wood to go ahead and start on the next portion. Oh, that was like a one-hit KO for that tree. I don't think we get anything from these, like, bamboo bits, do we? Oh, maybe we get those berries. I guess so. Forgot about that. Oh, also, I don't know if I even showed you guys, but the trees are all yellow and gold. Have I played since then? Surely I have. Surely I have. But they're still gold from the Halloween event. I love it. I kind of hope that they will add these types of trees to certain areas on the map. Like, maybe where it transitions to snow, that the trees would turn to these kind of golden colors. Or that they would have seasons. I've heard that they're going to implement seasons. I really like that idea. I think that'll add a nice effect to the game. It'll also make it more difficult. That's for sure. So I'm a little skeptical about that portion. But it'd be nice to have some dynamic changes to the environment. Something I should also mention, so they recently added the Giganto something. It's basically an enormous predator. I think it was based on the Indominus Rex from Jurassic World, which I just saw, finally. Very good movie. Good tribute to the old ones, too. But anyway, so they added this new carnivore who is like 2 to 3 times the size of a T-Rex. Now, what they had originally said when they released it, or were going to release it when they released the, I think it was the dossier, was that it would be quite slow. And so it wasn't too bad because it was going to be slow, so it was going to be something that you could escape if you needed to. And some interesting things about it were that, like, if you tame it, even if you're in battle, even if it's tamed, it, like, builds rage as it attacks, and so it would do more and more damage as it continues to attack. But then if it built up too much rage, it would actually turn on you and anything around you, even if it was tamed. So that was kind of an interesting factor. So it was like something that even if you tame it, it's not really safe to have in battle because it might just at any moment turn on you and all of your dinos. So they talked about adding this thing, and they made plans to do so and stuff. And then when they released it, though, it has like a level 1 has 100k health or something like that, like a crazy amount of health. And then on top of that, they made it super fast. So they are like so much faster than any of the other carnivores on the server. So, of course, this meant chaos on the servers because you've got these guys running around one hit killing everything. And there's nothing you can really do to stop them. So it's pretty intense. So we had a discussion as a server, and we decided, whoops, what am I doing? Poop. Put the poop in there. We decided to go ahead and disable those guys for now. So we do not have those on our server because it's so entirely imbalanced at this point. It's just not in balance with all the other dinos on the server, and there's nothing to kill it, so it would just run around destroying everyone and everything in all of our bases. They can with one bite, they can go through stone structures, so there's no point, like my gates wouldn't do anything. And I imagine that even if one got in here, got into my lagoon, even with all of my carnivores, I highly doubt that we could kill it with all 60 plus dinos that I have. Even if they were all set to aggressive, I would be really skeptical about whether or not they'd be able to kill it. So anyway, that's something worth mentioning. It's kind of interesting. Now, the developers have gotten a lot of hate over this. People get really upset, about them adding such an imbalanced dinosaur to the game. But here's the thing. They've made it pretty clear. They've stated up front that they're not worrying about balancing the game right now. They're developing this game. It's still early access. It's still beta or something. Alpha or beta, I'm not sure. So it's not like that's their priority, and they've stated that very clearly, because right now they're just trying to make a good game, They're just trying to make a game. And so on the development end, Avo was saying this to me earlier too when we were talking about it. Because I was one of the people who was kind of like, why on earth would they add something so crazy? And his point was that, adding a dino like this, one that can just break the game basically, will do precisely that, hopefully. Break the game, help them find bugs so that they can work out those bugs, so that they can see how much the server can handle, basically. So, pretty cool. I thought that was a good point, and it makes more sense as to why they would have created kind of an OP dino like that. Wait for these guys to pass. There we go. So, yeah, thoughts about that. That's kind of just intriguing that they're doing that. It's interesting because, as a game that's still being developed, there's already so much attention and a huge community surrounding it. So there's a lot of pressure on the developers to, along with continue to create the game and fix it and stuff and test it and things. Along with this, they already have an active community that they have to keep happy, So I feel like that's a really hard position for them. So I try to give them, at least whenever I see the stuff that's coming up and see these situations like this, to have some grace with them. Because, they're just trying to do their jobs, And so far, I think the game is amazing. Yes, that dino was scary and we had to disable it because it would have just wrecked our server. There's nothing we could do. But I think overall, the game is definitely heading in a good direction. Now, they've also added, I think oh gosh, I could have told you what it's called before I started recording, but I can't remember all of a sudden. The Mosasaurus, that's it, Mosasaurus. The big swimming guy from Jurassic World, that one. Yeah, the Mosasaurus they have added as well. I haven't seen one yet, because like I said, I haven't really gotten to play much. But I'm hoping to go adventuring soon, maybe go find a cave and do some cave exploration. Do some adventuring, do some building. There's so much to do in this game still, even though I have so many dinos. I've done a lot, I've been playing this game for quite some time now. but there's still so much to do. So many things that I haven't even tried or explored. And they're constantly adding new dinos, so that's also really exciting. Gives me lots of things to go tame, even more dinos to tame. Got all these guys all over the place. My Spinos, all three of them are stuck right now. When I logged in, none of them were stuck. It was fantastic. I didn't have to unstick any of them, but then like within 5 minutes they were all stuck again, so it's kind of weird. Kind of weird how that happens. And none of them had any meat on them, just a little bit of spoiled meat, but that was it. So I guess nothing has spawned in here for a while. A little bit of a bummer. All right, let's take this wood over. Need to check on our food trough again too. I haven't fed the carnivores. I fed all of the berry eaters, but not the carnivores. So I'll probably have to go hunt real quick. Oh, is that all? Are we out of space? Oh, we are. Let's take off some of the fiber. Oh, and we can take off some of the thatch and put it on in the poop containers. In the good old compost bins. Alright, let's go ahead and put some of this in here. This one's already got what it needs. Let's put this in here. Take that. Poop for days. Yeah, the poop collecting part, I found that this is just it takes me a while to keep this thing going. Oh, but here's something that I didn't realize until very recently. So I kept like putting tons of fertilizer. I felt like I had to log in and put more fertilizer on these things every time because it was always running out. And I was so confused, and I thought that like all this stuff was spoiling, and I was so nervous that it was all gonna die if I didn't check on it constantly. But come to find out, the fertilizer, this stuff only appears and it only uses more fertilizer if you take some of this out. That's when it starts using this stuff. So I can leave this stuff sitting here. As long as I don't keep pulling stuff out of it like I was, like a dork, then it'll work just fine. It works just fine! So anyway, that was my little goof of the game lately. So now this is so much easier to manage, and I can actually store some of the extra fertilizer on our good old trike over here. Beatrix. Right, Beatrix? Yeah. Oh, I forgot. There was one other thing. I don't know where it's located. But let me check these guys and see if I can find it. If I can find it, I'll show it to you guys. If I can't, I'll have to show it to you guys next time. Might be on Serenity? No, who's it on? Who has them? I don't think it's in any of the chests. Let's check our Quetzal. Let's check Shiro. Oh, is this it? This is it! Okay. So, oh my gosh. I didn't actually look through all of this. So during the Halloween event, they had a bunch of dinosaurs that were skeletons. And if you killed them, you could get a skin from it. I didn't wind up playing like at all during the Halloween event, hardly at all. But Avo played a lot, and so he gathered all of these, and he's like, I'm not going to use them, so you can have them. So let's take a look at this. Watch. Oh my gosh, Shiro. Hi Shiro, you're looking lovely today. That is creepy. That's so crazy. Yeah, so they had lots of these skeleton skins. I like Shiro being Shiro. But what I'm thinking is maybe we'll catch another Rex just to have it be a bony one. Maybe another Carno. I do, however, want to use... Let's find our raptors. I want to use one on one of the raptors because we've got so many. And some of them are kind of plain looking. It'd be kind of nice to... Theodore, hi! What are you doing? Where's your crew? There they are. Hey, Zelda! Yours are... Okay, let's take one from Link's group. Hey, group! Come here! Alright. How about Theodore? Theodore's kind of plain looking. Don't you think? Though Plato is too. I haven't ever really cared for Plato, or Plato's like look. Let's see what that looks like. That's so cool. Let's write it. Oh my gosh, look at that. Oh my gosh. That's so cool. It's so creepy. Oh, that's so cool. Oh man. All right, we're gonna leave him like that. We're gonna have our little skelly raptor. Oh dear, who did I unfollow? Plato. That's not what I meant to do. It's kind of hard to tell them to do it correctly whenever they're in a group like this. Right, unfollow. Go ahead, wander. Super cool. Alright guys, well the sun is setting. We pretty much just collected wood and I just rambled a lot. But that's going to be it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Next time we will either go exploring or we will start using all those supplies to actively build on our little house across the way. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye!